What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. This is your guy, DeMarcus, here with Humble and Focused on YouTube. Feel free to find us, all one word. DeMarcus Tunstall is who I am, and the Beta Project is what we do. Today is July 14th. Oh, it's wrong date again. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be all right. Today's July 15th, and today's video is The Energy Goes Somewhere. And today's quote is, you can do anything you put your mind to. I don't care what situation you're in. And this is by Anthony Pettis, I think it is. But I wanted to start off with this video, or with this particular quote, because of what's said right here. You can do anything you put your mind to. Absolutely. I don't care what situation you're in. So the reason that I'm actually doing this video is because of what happened to me last night, and I will gladly tell you. But I want you to remember something, that it says, I don't care what situation you're in, okay? So I'm gonna bring you online, and we're gonna talk, and we're gonna come back to that quote. Hey, let's go ahead and get you guys set up. Hey, what's going on? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? I'm feeling good. All right. And actually, let me go ahead and turn on some lights real quick. I'll be right back. A little dark in here. All right. Well, I'll fix that later. Hey, how you doing? All right, so let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. So we're talking about the energy goes somewhere. We're talking about I don't care what situation you're in. So let me tell you what happened to me yesterday, okay? So yesterday, I'm driving down the road, and I'm just leaving kickball. I just played 5 hours of kickball, met an amazing person last night, got a chance to chat with her, and then on top of that, I'm leaving kickball 5 hours, and I'm in the game. I'm in this mode, and like my whole center is good. Like I'm in a really good place. Body's tired, but I'm good. And I'm driving home, and for some reason, on the way home, there's my friend Melinda. Love her to death. That's my homie. And I don't know, it hadn't happened before, but something said, go to her house. I'm like, I don't want to go to her house. I want to go home, tired. It's time to go to bed. Something said, go to her house. So I got to listen, right? So I go to her house, and I get there, and I get a chance to meet her boyfriend, her new boyfriend. Awesome guy, great guy. And I get a chance to talk to her son, who has grown up so much that I last seen him. I mean, just amazing young man. And understand, none of this is planned. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting down there talking to him, and Melinda tells me about the grades this young man might be getting in the classroom. And that might be is, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what he's getting. And just wisdom poured out of me, like out of nowhere. And one of the things that I told him is I told him that sometimes we're so busy dealing with situations that we miss our chance for opportunity. Okay, so follow me here. So let me go back to this quote one time, and it says, I don't care what situation you're in. It says you could put your mind, you could do anything, right? You could do anything. I don't care what situation you're in, which means that there is a difference between the situation you're in and what you want to achieve. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we put so much energy into the situation that we're dealing with, or that we don't want, or that we're trying to protect ourselves from, that we miss the opportunity that is right next to the situation. They're right next to each other. It's like you walk up to two doors, but you pick the one on the right, which is the situation which you have to handle, instead of taking that same energy, because the energy goes somewhere. There it is. The energy goes somewhere. So instead of putting that energy into that opportunity that could change your life, we're so focused on the negative of that situation and how to make that negative situation not exist. Well, the reason that negative situation is there is because it needs to distract you from the opportunity at hand. You get what I'm saying? So the energy is going to go somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Think of it like this. You have two lamps. There's a regular lamp and there's a blue lamp, okay? And they both have plugs, and there's an outlet, only outlet in the house. And you've got a choice. You could pick to either put the red light in there or the blue light in there. As simple as that, or the white light, whatever I said. Only one light can go in there. And if you keep plugging in the the situation light, then your opportunities don't get a chance to light up for you. I know you're broke. I know you're having a hard time with your body. I know that you can't see the end of your troubles. I know your kids are acting up. I know your marriage is on the funk. I know all this stuff. I know all the situations that are going on in your life, ladies and gentlemen. I get it. But the problem is that you keep plugging energy into those situations. And I'm not saying plug it in to change it, because, ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity actually changes the situation. But if you're not willing to plug into the opportunity and you keep plugging into the situation, your situation will continue. What you put your mind to, ladies and gentlemen, will continue. That's a huge deal. Meaning that whatever you think consistently, even if you say, man, I always pick bad women. Well, guess what you just told yourself? Well, okay, so guys, he always picks bad women. Let's make sure he gets more bad women to pick. You've literally put yourself in a situation where you are completing your own circle. You're making this self-fulfilling prophecy. So stop focusing in on the actual situations that you're in and focusing on the opportunities next to them. You cannot change the situation with the same mind that created it. If you're broke at this point in time, without changing anything, you will not have a different outcome. If you're broke and you're going to work, you've got 2 jobs and you're going to work every single day and you're working your butt off, you will not be able to change that until you do something different. You don't have to work harder. No, ladies and gentlemen, you have to work differently. Don't work harder, work different. And by working different, you create different things. The energy goes somewhere. So what are you putting your energy into? That's what I need you to think about. What are you putting your energy into? What are you allowing in your life that you need to take the lamp and unplug it and plug in that other lamp? You get what I'm saying? I hope you understand. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find this quote here. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. I didn't really want to do a video on this yet. Actually, I might do this one tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it. But we're going to talk about this today real quick because I'll go ahead and get off here. But the energy has to go somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Either your future that's going to, your future opportunities that will change your life, or your past situations that will hold your life. Let me say that again. Either you're going to put energy into your future situations that will change your life, which is the current situation, or you keep focusing in on the past situations that will change, that will keep you where you are. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at you at the camera, right? And as I'm looking at you, this is my focus. This is my energy. This is all right here, right? We're right here, right? I'm focusing here. So if something happens in the other room and I hear a loud bump, the only way for me to go change what is bumping in the back room for whatever reason is I must take the focus off of you and go back there. So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, the focus or the energy in this particular situation is a big deal because what you put it to is what you're focused on, which is the only thing that you can change. And if I'm back there dealing with the situation, it isn't until I focus back to this video that I can actually stop it from recording. If I don't stop it before I go back there. So the energy goes somewhere. It depends on where I choose to put my energy. So what are you putting your energy into? Are you putting your energy into situations that need to change? Or are you putting yourself into opportunities that will change your situation? See, that's the difference. You put your energy on situations that need to change. Oh, woe is me, complaining, excuses, why you can't, what do they call it? Oh, the iffies. I might talk about the iffies tomorrow because that was supposed to be Saturday's video. I didn't do it though. You keep talking about the situations and the woe is me, then you don't have time to put the energy into what's actually going to change your life. Marlene Trice gave a great video a while back that talked about the frustration. And what frustration is that you are here. And that there was a certain point in time, ladies and gentlemen, where you were here and it didn't bother you. But then all of a sudden you realize you could be here. And so the difference between the place that you are and now what you know to be a place that you can be, that gap is called frustration. Because when you were here and you made it here, it wasn't frustrating you because you made it. But then all of a sudden you realize you were worth more, and so you realize that gap between those two, that is frustration. So let me go back to this beginning quote, a couple more things, and then we'll get off here, okay? So it says, you can do anything you put your mind to. So first of all, put your mind to. I want to talk about that for a second. Putting something is an action. We talk about action all the time. That's the only way to solve something. So you must put into yourself action and in your mind too. Guess what your mind is? Your mind is focus. Guess what focus is? In here, all of this is energy, which means that where your energy goes or your mind goes, you can do anything. Read it. You can do anything when you put your mind to. Let me reread it a different way. You can do anything when you put your energy and focus into that. I don't care what the situation is that you're in. He even says, I don't care what, he knows that a situation and opportunity is different. He's saying that. He didn't say, I don't care what your opportunity is. He says, I don't care what your situation is, because he knows that a situation, if we're in it, needs to change. It doesn't matter what situation we're in, we can still be successful. I don't care what situation you're in. That means that I can go further as long as I put my mind or my energy or my thoughts or my focus into something else. And here's the last quote. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And we just kind of talked about that. is when you put your mind to something, that is your focus, that is your energy, and the only way to change it is to do something different. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. You must focus in, and what you focus. Okay, so let's two quotes at the same time. You cannot solve a problem that with the same energy that created. Number one. Two, what you put your focus into is what you will go and get. So if you know those two, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do to change your life is to change your focus and put energy into the answer, not the problem. Anytime you put more energy into the problem, you get more of that problem. Anytime you put energy into the solution, you get more solutions. So think about what you want to change in your life, ladies and gentlemen, and start putting focus into that. Don't worry about the problems you're in. They're going to be there until you change them. So you can sit here and complain about the problems you're in, but ladies and gentlemen, or you can step out and go solve that problem with a different mindset. Grow to solve. You get what I'm saying? So if you're trapped underneath, last thing, if you're trapped underneath a big old boulder and you can't lift it off of you, right? The greatest way to get out underneath that boulder would be to get from underneath it, right? That'd be a big deal. But to push up, do some push-ups. Obviously, you can't do push-ups, you're underneath the boulder. But as you get stronger, maybe you can lift that rock up off of you and you realize it's not a boulder anymore, now it's a rock. Because it was just heavy, so you had to call it a boulder. You didn't understand that the actual essence of this boulder was that it was just big. But instead, it's a rock that can be lifted, but you weren't strong enough to lift it. So you got to get strong enough to lift it over here before you can lift your problems up and move it away and realize that maybe your problem wasn't even that big of a problem at all. But it's a big problem now because you don't have the mindset or the capacity yet to change it. Put energy into what you want to solve. Don't worry about what's going on. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give it to you one more time. Here we go. You can do anything you put your mind to, anything that you put your energy into, anything you put your focus into. Put action. You can go into action and when you put your mind to something. And I don't care what situation you're in. You have a choice, ladies and gentlemen. You can dwell in the situation or you can succeed and go to the opportunity. Either way, the energy goes somewhere. That's all I have for you. I believe and I love it, each and every single one of you. And hopefully tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I might be doing a podcast with my boy Mike Brown. We're finally going to hook up. So I might do this video and I also might do something with him. So, hey, send out your prayers, high wishes, everything else, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, we're going forward. That's the only way to go. And I will talk to you soon. I believe and I love in each and every one of you. And just in case nobody says it to you, I got your back. I promise you. And we're going to go off from here. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The only people who watch these videos are the people who need something. Sometimes the people just fade away. It's okay too, because they're not ready to hear it. But when they are, they can always come back. And the people in your life are the same way. Also, the troubles in your life are the same way. They can fade away. It's okay. But you've got to put the energy in the right places to move your troubles out of your way. You've got to do something different. Stop complaining about how broke you are, how much money you don't have when you're not doing anything different. That's all I have to say. Have a blessed day. Happy Monday. I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.